Howdy, how you going? I just felt really like doing a live stream today and chatting a bit, and I'll do my next mail, and answer a few would you rather and just hang out with you guys, you know? I just really felt like spending some time with the community today, and also sorry about the shirt. It's a heat wave in the middle of Brisbane summer in Australia, so it's miserably hot, like 38 degrees Celsius, and my room turns into a sauna, so sorry about that. I'll be back to my normal shirt next time, promise. So anyway, while people are jumping in, people are already jumping in. Howdy everyone, how you going? Oh, it's good to see everyone. Yes, I will review Unikitty. I just watched the first two episodes last night. I'm really looking forward to hearing other people's thoughts on that. Oh, it's great to see so many people. How you going? Yeah, I'm just going to answer a few ether.io questions, and I'll answer some questions as I go, and I'll answer the mail as well. So the first would you rather question is that showing in the OBS? Yeah, it is. So would you rather skydive or bungee jump? So I think I'd rather bungee jump because it's over quicker. Skydiving is my idea of hell. Like I hate roller coasters as well. Like I'm just not a roller coaster person. To me it seems like torture. So yeah, would you rather be telekinetic or telepathic? You know, I've never liked the idea of being telepathic myself, because, like, being telepathic, you can hear everyone's thoughts, and I don't know if you want to hear every aspect of the human mind all the time. Like, that would be overload. Half the time we can barely stand our own thoughts, 24/7. So, yeah, I think I'd definitely go telekinetic, because being able to, for those who don't know, telekinetic basically means moving objects with your mind and that sort of thing, but anyone who plays Pokemon knows that. So it's telekinetic for me. Yeah, I'm about 50-50 on that. And let's take a look at the live dashboard. Do a backflip. Yeah, like there's really room. I'm not very good at backflips. I can do a cartwheel, but I certainly can't do a backflip. Okay, I could use a moderator for that. One sec. Anyway, like Matilda. I'm just looking through a couple of the messages. Loud House theme song or the original Pokemon theme song? I definitely say original Pokemon theme song. I like both, though. Let's see. Howdy. Anyway, I will jump onto the next... actually, no, I will answer the letter. There's actually only one letter today. in case anyone does want to send an email, I've put the address in the description. So, yeah, that's there. So this is technically mailbox number 5? I think 5. And so this one is from, it doesn't have a sender, so we'll just take a look. This is from the government saying I need to pay a parking fine. Well, that was unexpected. No, I'm just kidding. Dear Josh, I am one of your Patreon supporters, Scourge. Oh, Scourge Darkpaw. I know this guy. He asked last time about, that DVD I was sent. No, actually, it was Kubo and the Two Strings, yeah. I love all your work, all through. The best parts are when you cut your stuff with a lightsaber. Yeah, I do like pull out my lightsaber. There's not enough lightsabers on the... I don't know why more people don't use them. It's like the best weapon in the world. And it's not like sharp and harsh at the same time. It's fun, you know? But I'm also a huge fan of your cartoons, but I still feel self-conscious about watching them because they are meant for younger people than me. Oh, don't worry about that. Most cartoons nowadays can be often better designed than a lot of the sitcoms we see. I mean, compare freaking Big Bang Theory or something, or freaking an Adam Sandler film, and tell me those are more for adults than, say, Legend of Korra. I mean, seriously, how is that more for adults? The thing is that so much time and sophistication goes into so much of our animation because, I think actually Doug made a point of this, we reach kids at a young age that way, and it takes a lot of time to put something together so you can put lines in and animate it, so you really got to think about it. I mean, CG's made us less have to think about it, and a sitcom actor can just say whatever and it's done, so it's much cheaper to do sitcoms. That's part of why Nick is doing more sitcoms. Alpha J made a good point of that, actually, talking about how Nick was doing more sitcoms. Anyway, I am getting sidetracked, and I will finish this letter, sorry. Also, at some point, can you please review the cartoons Crypto and the Superdog and Road Rovers? I have full episodes of them, and it's... Yeah, okay. Thank you for all the hours of entertainment that has made me proud to watch your videos and support you in any way I can. Well, I really appreciate it, Scourge. You've been a real big help and support, and I really appreciate your support. I see you on Discord sometime, and I really appreciate it. P.S. I am from New Zealand. It is hot and have nothing compared to what you have in Australia. No, New Zealand is still very hot, though. I do understand you're going through a bit of a heat wave, too. Sincerely, Scourge Darkpaw. Also, I need advice. I'm 21, I have a full-time job, and I am enjoying myself, but at the same time, I have a feeling I have not done enough. I know what I can take my time, but it still feels like I'm taking time for granted, and that I should do more. Particularly in our early 20s, I found very much that I was like always obsessed with not doing enough and that sort of thing, and you've kind of just got to go at your own pace, because rather than seeing, I think a friend told me this the other day, rather than seeing life as a competition with everyone, see you as adding to the beauty of it, adding to the symphony of what is already beautiful. I know that sounds very airy-fairy, but I'm just trying to think of a way to explain it. No one knows your story. No one knows what you are going through right now, and no one knows what you've been through, what it's like to be in your mind, so you can't compare yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is a trap. You've got to compare yourself to who you were, say, a year ago, and say, what progress have I made? Because you aren't another person. You can't know what they went through, what you went through. You're doing the best you can with what you have. So that's all I could say in terms of trying not to obsess over doing enough. I mean, you can always go out and do more things you want to do and that sort of thing, but, you know, I'm just trying to think of a way to explain it, sorry, but, yeah, you shouldn't beat yourself up and compare yourself to others, because you can't compare yourself to any other people. Anyway, I'm sorry I got really sidetracked there. Thank you very much for the letter, Scourge. I really appreciate it. Feel free to message me on Patreon or Discord. Don't remind him of Ratafac. Oh, good advice. Thank you. You should see the new Family Guy episode, Boy Meets Girl Dog. I've heard mixed reviews about that. Some people actually really liked it. I don't know. Strider, do you have any advice for doing videos on reviewing shows? That's from Matthew. The only advice I can give is try to be yourself. Try to jump to your point relatively quickly. I see a lot of videos, not so many anymore, but I used to see a lot of videos where people will banter on about themselves for 5 minutes, and then finally, after doing this massively long sort of cutscene or logo, they'll actually get to what they're... Give the person what they're promising quickly is the only thing I'd say. Oh, it's from Super Chat from Connor Johnson. How you doing, Connor? There's this new upcoming animated film from the find of Wes Anderson called Isle of the Dogs. Does it strike your fancy? I'm really sorry, Connor, but I don't know who Wes Anderson is, but I will look him up right now in case it rings a bell. Wes Anderson is an American film director, film producer, screenwriter, and actor. His films are known for their distinctive visual narrative styles. I have never heard of this guy. I'm just not much of a film buff, unfortunately, Connor. Feel free to message me further on Facebook about this. I know you. And yeah, because I haven't heard much about him. You know, in terms of weird filmmakers, I mostly know David Lynch. Banana. Chilly for me here in Colorado. Yeah, I heard it's really cold in the other parts. Do you like Mega Man, Strider? Yeah, that's from Link. Mega Man's okay. Raz was really into Mega Man. He loved the Capcom games. To me, it really felt more of the same, but the thing is that it was good platforming, so I could never really complain about it. From Just an Animation, in your best Disney movies list, when you get tomatoes thrown at, did you get you to throw them at you, and how did that conversation go? I just got my dad happy to throw them at me. I was trying to decide where to do them, so what I did was I actually got a pack of tomatoes from old tomatoes from the store fruit shop, and I actually just left them in my garage for like 2 weeks because a real tomato is very hard. It hits and it hurts. But that's why people tend to throw rotten tomatoes, because they smell, they're awful, they kind of fall apart. So yeah, we just went to the park after they were looking nice and moldy, and yeah, he started throwing tomatoes at me. We took a few takes, and nah, Dad's good about that. Happy, you might see him in the comments sometime. He loves to check my videos and look at comments and stuff. Love this. Oh, Caddy. Oh, hello, Caddy. I remember you. I love the thumbnail. Love the Steven Universe shirt. Keep being awesome. Oh, thank you, Caddy. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry I'm not wearing the normal shirt. I feel terrible not wearing my LiveStrider shirt, but you know. Oh, hey, hey, Mizuki. How's the emoji? Oh, yeah. I remember you asking this, Nick. How is the emoji movie worse than 50 Shades Blender? It's good to see you, Nick. Nick's always got the first comment on my videos. I just think that 50 Shades Darker is a really crappy Twilight, but at least it's trying to do something different. It's trying to give something kind of kinky, but not to the cinema. I mean, at least it's trying to bring sex into the light a bit more. And I hope that doesn't somehow get my live stream cancelled or something. I think it's safe. I think the word sex is safe. Anyway, yeah, but like Emoji Movie gave nothing. So that's my reason for definitely saying 50 Shades Darker is worse. And Transformers also tries to give nothing. Oh, we got a message from the Plush Shack. Hey, hey Josh, do you like the game Undertale? Yeah, Raz and me actually did a Let's Play of it. We have a bunch of Let's Plays from the past. I've got to do another Let's Play with it. Maybe I should organize one today. It'd be great to do another Let's Play. It's been too long. We played through it for about an hour in our Let's Play, and I really enjoyed it, and I've just never had the chance to sort of run through and watch it again, but definitely really enjoyed it because it does something so different in that I didn't actually have to kill anyone, and some of the puzzles get really difficult as you keep going, but overall I really did enjoy it, and it was so different and abstract. And one from John Sturgeon saying, please read the message I sent on Facebook. For anyone who has sent me a message on Facebook, I apologize. I sort of have to try and balance, I'm a one-person team, so I try to balance messaging and communicating on Facebook and Twitter and DeviantArt and so on and so forth, and also doing videos and also doing LiveStrider and also doing content for Patreon and that sort of thing. So it's a bad balancing act, and I'm not good at adding in the messages and responding to messages all the time, and I apologize if it does take me a long time to respond. It's not because I'm ignoring you, it's just because I don't check my messages very often. I try to respond to every message I can. Yeah, so just explain about that. Favorite creepypasta? I like the SpongeBob creepypastas, honestly. The ones I ran through with Dennis, Hoodoo Hoodlum's Revenge, were really, really funny. Like, that was me cracking up. He put in a bunch of bloopers of me just cracking up because I laughed so much. Oh, no, actually, the story of Squidworks, that was so funny. Oh, I loved that. I laughed so much at that one. And anyway, yeah, those are some of my favorite creepypastas, and I'm really far behind in the questions. Let's see. Has anyone seen Transformers animated? I haven't seen it myself. Cosmic? Will you do worst banana brand? Well, in Australia, I don't know, there isn't really banana brands. I noticed in America and Canada you guys get labels slapped on your bananas, but we just pretty much get the bananas as is. I like Cavendish. Yeah, I always have a Cavendish banana. I try to have one Cavendish banana at least a day. Bananas do a world of good. Interestingly, they're radiated. Bananas are just a wonderful fruit. They're my favorite fruit. Hello from Norway. Hope you... Oh, crap, I pressed down and now I lost the message. Oh, wait. Hope you have a great day. And that's from Emil. Oh, hello from Australia, Emil, and hope you have a wonderful day too. I know I keep asking, but I really want to know, do you know of Henry's Amazing Animal Strider? If so, what is your opinion on it? If you haven't heard of it, no worries. Someone on YouTube posted episodes. I'm sorry, Madison. Henry's Amazing Animals. I do want to do a best and worst animals list soon, though. Animals cartoons on LiveStrider, though. I was thinking this morning, though, I might try and change it to best and worst cats cartoon, though, because I can make a list itself out of cat ones alone. What is your opinion on Shark Tale? I'm not a big fan, and it didn't set a good standard for DreamWorks, in my opinion. Wasn't really interested in the visuals and some of the pop songs and stuff, but that's just my opinion on that one. You know, I haven't watched much DreamWorks in the last 10 years, and How to Train Your Dragon was really good, so they do produce some great work. SpongeBob or Steven Universe from Nanami? I really like Steven Universe, obviously. I would say of my two overall favorite cartoons, I think Steven Universe is the one that breaks more new grounds, but SpongeBob's still a really great cartoon, and it's definitely one of my favorites. I'd put it in my top 10 favorites, probably, actually, yeah. Oh, it's Blue Lightning says, ever play Mother 2? Yeah, I played Earthbound. I loved Earthbound, but most people do the same thing as me. They can't finish the game. They can only play it for so long before they sort of say, oh, I just got to stop. Because it's not a good game, but it's an interesting game. It's one you want to finish. Anyway, it's been ages since I did a Would You Rather question. I'm jumping to that for a second. Would you rather be bald everywhere or be albino? I think I'd rather be albino. I don't see anything wrong with being albino. I don't know. Would you rather check your email first every morning or check your social networks first every morning? I'd say email. Social networks is bloody exhausting because so much of it is often filled with extremely unpleasant political junk. And, you know, people, when they're anonymous, can say so much garbage, so much just thoughtless garbage. So I encourage my friends to also stay away from some of the social media on Facebook and stuff, because it can be really bad for your mental health and make you think the whole world is full of conservative, you know, just obsessively, everyone stay away, shoot all the foreigners, people. And anyway, I'm staying away from social media for a bit in terms of news and stuff. Anyway, would you rather soil yourself and have nobody know, or not soil yourself, but everyone thinks you did? I don't care. Yeah. If you're a ultra runner, you know it's okay. It's alright. It happens. Would you rather be attacked by 50 duck-sized horses, or be attacked by one horse-sized duck? I would definitely go for a horse-sized duck. You know, I think that would be really such a novelty. I mean, yeah, and ducks can be really vicious. The thing is, ducks are amazing. You come up to something which is 10 times your size, and they will just go and try and attack you. The Plus Shack says, another super chat because you're cool, plus it's Charlie. Oh, hey, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie's one of my patrons. He's a great guy. He's always been very nice, you know, a very nice person. Always good to hear from you, Charlie. Thanks for popping on Discord the other day. It was good to see you still active. And I'll just jump into the chat for a second. Wait, Season 3 of Walkthrough hasn't really released. And Dora movie. Can you... shame. Like me... Josh, what did you think of how they redesigned Susie and Johnny Bravo? I didn't mind that. That's from Matthew Powell. I've never minded the Susie changeover. I thought there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. I mean, she did have a simple design in the original, but I just think they made her look a bit more sophisticated. I had no problem at all. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of the jokes in Johnny Bravo worked as well in Season 3 and 4, because I liked that he kind of did get more of a love life or more of an active dating life. Like, he wasn't immediately... it was funny to see him, like, screwed over by every lady all the time originally, but it was kind of interesting to see him actually, you know, meet some people he knew and actually sort of talk about why they dated or why they... Because he had a bit of a dating history in high school. So, yeah, I feel like there was more complexity to Johnny Bravo, but I don't think the jokes worked as well. Zach Jura says, hey Strider, love your vids. Hey Zach, I appreciate you watching my vids. Thanks. YouTube Convoy says, Teen Titans Go the movie looks uninteresting. Yeah, I just looked at a list from Alpha, though. They actually, of the best cartoons this year, he thought there is actually a few good Teen Titans Go episodes coming out. And the funny thing is the top comment for Teen Titans Go movie in Cartoon Network's Twitter is, nobody wanted this. But it's interesting because there's another 40-30% that said, yes, I wanted this. And they're just trolling the other comments of everyone who says no one wanted this. So there is a young audience that watches it then, I guess. I mean, they wouldn't be making a movie, let's face it, if there wasn't a young audience that watched it. I just think... Can't we give them better? I mean, can't we give them something a little more challenging? But I don't know. I don't run a network, but I'm certainly not going to bother tuning in. And I hope a lot of people don't tune in to see Teen Titans Go at the movies, because that will send the message that we want this stuff. And I don't think most of us want this stuff. Judging by the social media and the Twitter polls and that sort of thing, it doesn't appear that we wanted a Teen Titans Go movie. And so if you want to show your support for not having the movie scene, don't go see it. If you do want to show your support, do go see it. And either way, you'll send a message to Cartoon Network that they will listen to, because if there's one thing a network will listen to, it's money. So, you know, there you go. Did you ever own a PS2? Yes, the new Burrito, but I did. I got one to play Dance Dance Revolution on my PS2, so I didn't have to go outside anymore. And that was didn't work as well as the actual arcade machine, though. I haven't played Sonic Forces yet, sorry, but what puzzled Raz and me the most is that you can basically make your own fan character, and it's like, Sega is such an awesome crew, because they're so kind of active on the social media, and the voice actors are into it, and they have fun with it, and they're also really nice about copyright and stuff. You know, I really like the Sega crew, even if they've produced a lot of crappy games. And another message from Connor Johnson, who says, I don't know if you'd mentioned this before, but what are your resolutions for the new year? To be honest, I'm trying to focus more on mental health this year. I'm trying to meditate every morning. I'm trying to put some plants around my house, just trying to focus on a bit more tranquility this year. I'm trying to focus on just doing my thing and just being me, and just not so much focusing on what I think will, be the best for the channel and that sort of thing, and trying to just give self-expression. And yeah, I guess that's what I always try to do, but I'm trying to focus on it a little bit more, and not be scared when like ad revenue goes down or something like that, because that always stresses me out, because I had a really tough time this time last year. I'd also like to do another charity event, but I don't want to have the same problem of last time doing the marathon, that like you guys can't hear me, all you can hear is a stomping, so I'm trying to figure out a way to do that, even if it means like renting a treadmill or something and doing it in a quiet place. I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of that, because I'd love to do another charity marathon, just try and raise a bit of money for the American Foundation of Suicide Awareness. Do I think the Teen Titans Go movie will be successful, or will it fail? Thanks for the question, by the way, Connor. Appreciate it. I think it will be successful, unfortunately. It unfortunately is the same as Emoji Movie, and it's colorful, it's known, and unfortunately when a franchise is known, whether it is known for good publicity or bad publicity, it will, from what I've seen, it will do well, and I hope people prove me wrong on that and it doesn't do well. But there's lots of adults who will have kids they'll say, oh, Teen Titans Go movie sounds like something I can sit through. I've seen it on the TV. It's tolerable. And they'll roll their eyes and send their kids to it because they really want to see it. So, I think it'll do okay, for better or for worse. And there are some good Teen Titans Go episodes. I just don't think the writers are capable of much. I really don't. I was looking at Unikitty was also done by Teen Titans Go team, and the funny thing is I went into Unikitty with no idea. I thought, oh, this is made by this is the spin-off of the Lego movie girl. But the thing is, the original Unikitty was interesting because she was repressed. She was in an environment that challenged her, and I'll talk about this more in the review. She was in an environment that made her scared and have to question her beliefs that everything could be happy and fine, because she was seeing everyone she loved taken away from her. That was challenging and questioning. This new Unikitty, her personality is excited. And I didn't actually know that the writers of Teen Titans Go did it until I looked up some other reviews to see what other people thought, because originally I said, for some reason, this is reminding me of Teen Titans Go. Is this really doing anything different to Teen Titans Go? And I realized that is why, because it is made by the same people as Teen Titans Go, and it's making me think, I guess they're not capable of doing any more than that, or they have no creative drive to give more than Unikitty being happy and chappy and excited. So, I've mixed thoughts on it so far, but I've only seen the second episode so far. Medicine Monday says, damn it, I lost my place. I'm so sorry. I lost it. Where am I? Okay. LiveStrider, since you have been interested in top German cartoons, I've been wondering what you'll do a best cartoon of every country. The problem is that it takes me so long to do both LiveStrider and Phantom Strider top lists that I try to focus on something that I know a fairly large amount of people will enjoy, and I don't feel I'm as interesting when I'm doing best lists, and I do like to do best lists. That's why I tried to mix in both the best and worst with the Russian cartoons, so people can get a little bit of what they like, you know, whether they prefer my best lists or worst lists. And I'm sorry if I'm not doing enough best lists. It's purely a matter of time management and pleasing the most amount of people with the time I have. I'm really looking forward to doing another, I'm probably doing worst Koreans cartoons next. I'll do, if Robin is free for it, I'll do anime I hate that everyone else likes first. Yeah, after that I really want to do Korean cartoons. I've already got a list and I think it'll be good fun. Just make sure I haven't missed any questions. Oh, hey Tyler. Tyler Lublin asks any YouTubers you wish to collaborate with. Well, I don't know. I'd like to fit Enter in for something eventually. We're always on Skype and chatting and stuff, and I just haven't found a time or a place or a particular cartoon video that he kind of fit into or I could put him into, but I'll probably have him in eventually. Obviously, I always enjoy collaborating with Robin. She's good fun. It's nice because Robin actually has an audience in Australia, and I don't have much of an audience in Australia. So a few of my friends have actually heard of Anime America, so they really enjoy when I do collaborations. My local friends, not in America. So, yeah. Anyway, I have not done an either.io question in a while, so I'm going to jump to that. Sorry if I missed your question. So the next IO question is, would you rather be swept up in a hurricane or be lost in a flood? I think I'd rather be swept up in a hurricane. Being lost in a flood, it sounds... I mean, neither of those sound really appealing, but I guess if I had to pick my poison... I don't know, I guess it depends which one you're more likely to survive in. Most people think they'd rather be flying in the sky. Would you rather be Danny Phantom or Ben 10? Danny Phantom, any day. Oh, that's interesting, about 50-50, so both are well-known franchises. Would you rather play Slender or Amnesia? Amnesia is legitimately scary. I would go Slender because I don't like the psychological horror of Amnesia. It's very potent. It's not because it's a bad game, it's just very potent. Would you rather have knee-length hair? Oh, we've done this one. I'd rather have knee-length hair. Oh, come on, with all the questions you give me extras. Would you rather live in an abandoned bomb shelter or live in an isolated tower? I'd rather go for an isolated tower, I think. I think a tower sounds much nicer. At least it's high-rise, you get to see the sky. No, that sounds pretty cool. Would you rather be a nudist or be a never nude? I guess a never nude? I mean, the thing is, you can always have a shower with your underwear on or something. I mean, neither is bad. It's a very neutral question. If you were an evil mastermind, would you rather have your lair be underwater or have your lair be in the side of a cliff? Now, being underwater would be really cool, but I think I'd get claustrophobic, so I think I'd rather be in the side of a cliff. At least that way I can get out. Okay, now we're on to some questions. This one is from the Plush Shack. Hello again, the Plush Shack. This one asks, another one, but honestly, do you think Fairy Tail is good? Yeah, I've watched a couple of episodes of Fairy Tail. For those of you who don't know, Fairy Tail's an anime. It was a little bit too shoujo for me from just the first episodes, but damn, the intro is just wicked. I watched Robin's best anime intros recently, and I was like, oh, I remember this one. It was so catchy. That was a really good list. It's actually part of what inspired me to do the idea of best catchiest cartoon intros, because I thought, damn, that would be really fun. Alan Canseco Ramirez asked, would you rather play Roblox or Minecraft? I really like Minecraft. I really enjoy it. Best cartoon soundtrack? Oh, that's too tough. I'm sorry. Probably, it's going to sound biased, but Steven Universe, because I like all the songs and just, yeah, I like how a lot of them are just played with a guitar and by a person sung. I haven't played Cuphead yet, Nick. I want to do a Let's Play with Raz of Cuphead. Oh, yeah, it's Shonen. Yeah, there's, yeah, Shonen. No, mate. Shonen anime, yeah, shoujo is for the young males. So shonen is, yeah, you're right, Grass-Sligu. That was what I meant to say, shonen. I get those two mixed up sometimes. Let's see, worst cartoon intros. I'd like to do that eventually, Nanabi. I think we both know Angela Anaconda would be very high on there. Rage Monster asks, what's the thoughts on the new CN show, Unikitty? I just chatted about that, actually. I'm not fond of it so far. I'm trying to be very neutral with it. I tried to go in with an open mind, but it's not giving much to challenge me so far, and Unikitty is not an interesting character to me so far because she's just... there's nothing about her that's challenging or interesting. She's just excited and happy so far, and with occasionally throwing in a good message about family. I'm not a fan so far, but I'll give a full review to it later on, or at least a real thoughts of it. Let's see... the new Burrito Butt says, have you ever played any SpongeBob video games? Because I play Battle for Bikini Bottom on the PS2. No, I claim to play Battle for the Dead in a recent collaboration, but I haven't actually played any SpongeBob video games. But the more I watched, I was like, you know, I would actually enjoy these. I think, oh, hey, it's Fanta. Hey, Fanta, how you doing? Strider, what is your favorite Pokemon? In my party, I used to have Mewtwo and Mew, obviously. I used to have tons of Gengars and a Golem. I love Ghost Pokemon. My favorites used to be Psychic. Then I got into Ghost Pokemon. Probably Celebi and Manaphy. Manaphy and Celebi are definitely some of my favorites. Family Guy or South Park? Well, I think you know the answer to that. I'd definitely be Family Guy. Cole Benson asked, do you like Bob's Burgers? Yes, I do, Cole. I did a Real Thoughts on it on this channel, actually, LiveStrider. If you check through my Real Thoughts, I do chat about it in case you'd like to know my thoughts. Cardfoil asks, have you ever seen the end of the Bugs Bunny episode, Fresh Hair? I don't think it's racist. I believe that's one of the ones I reviewed. No, I don't think I reviewed this one. You know, I'm really curious about that. I'm actually going to take half a second to take a look. Oh, oh dear. Well, it's basically got a bunch of what they call gollywogs, I guess, where they've got African Americans in very, very racist kind of caricatures. So I would say I could certainly see a lot of people interpreting it as racist. I wouldn't actually make a comment on it because I'm not African American. I don't know what it's like, so I'm not going to make a comment. Cat or dog? Definitely cat. Hell, fox, cat. Fox. I'm definitely a cat person. I'm not a dog person. Lightem. Is Simpsons still good? YouTube Convoy asked that. I think Simpsons still has a lot of really good episodes. Not really good. I still love the message of it. I still have a lot of respect for The Simpsons. I can never really hate it. But as I said in Good Cartoons That Got Bad, the main problem is that some episodes are just meh. And, you know, you'll get 5 minutes in and you'll tune out. Anyway, I will answer another Either.io questions. Would you rather wear the KKK robes for life or tattoo SWAT stickers on both of your cheeks? Oh, God, I wouldn't want to do either of those things. I guess the KKK robes because... at least that isn't mass genocide. It's just being racist jerk. Would you... oh, God, that's an awful question. Not answering that. Have free tickets for the Super Bowl for life, or get $20,000 to never watch NFL games again. Absolutely, I would gladly get $20,000 to never watch NFL games again. You know, I've never watched NFL in my life willingly, and I'm one of those people who doesn't understand that love of NFL. It's very strange. Strider, have you seen... oh, damn it. Every time I scroll down, it throws me back and I miss a whole bunch of questions. I apologize. Food Fight or the Emoji Movie? Food Fight, I'd say, is better. That's from Cool Bro. What is your opinion on the Pixar theory? What's a Pixar theory, Potato Theory? I haven't heard of that, sorry. Thoughts on South Park Season 21? That's from Cameron. I apologize. I haven't watched enough of it, but I just did finish Fractured Butthole, and I'm going to release a quick video on that on Phantom, because I'd love to talk about that more. Emerald Diamond asks, Strider, do you remember an old Cartoon Network MMO called Fusion Fall? I've never heard of that one, sorry, Emerald. Fusion Fall. It sounds a bit like, well, we've got Fusion in Steven Universe. What's your opinion on South Park? Oh, no, you've already asked that. Video games or cartoons? Cartoons, for me, personally. I'd go cartoons. But it really depends what the mood you're in. I like both. Have you ever played Super Mario Odyssey? If yes, what do you think of it? That's from Matica Borrow. I really enjoyed Mario Odyssey. I just finished it, but Raz is way ahead of me. We went down on launch night to get it, and I've loved it so far. It's like Galaxy, only it's even more polished. So, yeah, definitely a big fan of it. I love the city level. I love the forest level and going down into the deep forest. I love forest settings, so it's been a real joy so far. It's one of those games you kind of drift with. You just go get a few moons a day, and it's kind of fun. It's very casual friendly. Bossy Wingman says, "Hi, Strider." Howdy, Bossy Wingman. Goondalope Thomas says, "What are your thoughts on Suicide Squad 2016? I think it's fine. I don't know if you feel the same probs or not." I'm sorry, the reason it's never featured in any of my worst lists is because I've never watched it, and I don't know if it's any good or not. I tuned out of Marvel after, Batman vs. Superman. I was so appalled by Batman vs. Superman, I just could not watch... No, not Marvel, DC. I could not watch another DC movie again. What do you thought? Okay, and what do you think of... What DreamWorks? Just trying to find a question. Yeah, I'm sorry, Matt and Cam. I said DC. I meant to say DC. Have you ever considered making a video on bootleg cartoons? You know, that would be a fun idea. I'll make a note of that, actually. I put every idea I like into the request list, and so I can think about it. Bootleg cartoons. Wait, so that would be like cartoons that are like kind of remakes of... I don't know. I'll look that up because I don't know if I quite know the definition of bootleg there, but it sounds like an interesting idea. Would you rather face Godzilla or King Kong? I think I'd go... I'd say King Kong. He's a bit more less likely, like he's more likely to be able to go over to the human side. Godzilla seems to just be a killing monster. King Kong at least falls in love with Jane and has some sign of empathy. Would you rather emit robot noises whenever you move or make camera stutter sounds when you blink? I think camera stutter sounds would be inescapable. So even when you're like lying in bed, you would still hear them, and that would drive you insane. So I'd say robot noises would be the better choice. Alrighty, and I will finish up soon, but try and get in as many questions as I can. Nice profile pic. Well, thank you. Appreciate that very much. I'm sorry I get your name. Jeff Darts, just the page is moving still. Would you rather be bullied by Shadow the Hedgehog or bullied by GLaDOS? Well, GLaDOS is more likely to kill me. I think I'd rather be bullied by Shadow because, I don't know, it's kind of hard to take him seriously from the Shadow the Hedgehog games and stuff. He's kind of just... And, you know, he has a very, very much a redemption side, as shown in Sonic Adventure 2, so I'd say I'd rather be bullied by Shadow. Robot Chicken on Mad says Juana. I prefer Robot Chicken because I watch them a lot more. They did a really bad one recently, though, with Homestar Runner. And I'm a massive Homestar Runner fan, and I was just like, they didn't even try with it. If they'd tried, then it would have been different, but it was a really bad one. Let's see, it's... it would be kind of funny, Jeff Dar. I'd laugh as well if I was bullied by Shadow. I just can't imagine what he'd say to me. You're a jerk. You're a... I can't imagine it. And in that voice, I couldn't take him seriously. Nelson Mutz or Connie D'Amico? Nelson Mutz, I'd say, Juana. What is your favorite British film? I really like the Blackadder series. I love them as sitcoms. It's one of my favorite sitcoms. If you think Frasier is smart, it is nowhere near as smart as something like Blackadder. The Blackadder series, we have not had something like that I have seen ever. I cannot think of another film that is... like. We've got stuff like Red Dwarf, but that's not smart like Blackadder was. Every bit of writing and dialogue in that show was sharp, and you could see a million times, and you could see new parts of. It was just a really good show. Thoughts on the Dr. Seuss films? The original Dr. Seuss films were fine when Dr. Seuss had a piece in them, but as I've said in my worst movies from the Cat in the Hat movie, like, a lot of them are not good remakes. They're not... in the Dr. Seuss spirit and don't have that sense of humility. There's a long sense of money and marketing to them. Disney buying Fox, Bro the Sam the Teenage Kid. Well, this is a big one right now. I think Enter made a really good point on this in a review he recently did. He happened to mention about it. what was it? Basically, the problem is that I do like Disney, but when they monopolize everything, no one can compete. Like, smaller filmmakers are going to have a much harder time competing, and that's why I tried to give some room to the other, and I tried to look for good CG films coming out in our movies, but they just can't hold a torch to, a lot of them can't hold a torch to Pixar, which is a shame. And yeah, the problem is that they can essentially buy, they're going to reach a point where they can buy anything, buy any company and any one. And I just, as much as, like, they're the evil overlords I would prefer, but they're not, like, I would rather not be an evil overlord at all. Like, I'm glad they own Fox now. I think they'll handle it much better, and I've never liked Fox in the general direction of, like, some of their political agendas, their news, a lot of this is but so I don't know. I think they might take it in a different direction. I don't know. It depends. They might leave everything as is and just want to own it and monopolize it. I don't know. But if they do change the creative direction of some of their film, I think that would be really interesting. But I don't know if they do that. Star Wars or Star Trek? I would go Star Wars, Joanna. Oh, you're getting a lot of them in. LiveStrider, what did you think of the recent drama about the huge leaks of My Little Pony Season 8 and the stolen emails? I'm sorry, Pinkie Pie, I didn't even know about that. I haven't watched much of My Little Pony Season 8 lately. Anyway, let's jump on to a couple more questions. Would you rather know when the world ends or know how the world ends? I think I'd rather know how the world ends. At least then, you know, we can probably all guess, you know, something like global warming, meteorites, or lack of resources, or, you know, something weird or something like that. So yeah, it's kind of already known, sort of. You could, if you asked a scientist, a climatologist, they could probably give you some idea just by asking them. Would you rather catch your best male friend sleeping with your mum, or catch your best male friend sleeping with your sister? Well, I don't have a sister. That's a very rude question. I should be okay to answer it. Well, you know, if my mom's found a good partner, you know, that good for her. I'm glad to see her not alone and happy, you know. So I think I'd go, you know, I don't have a sister, so I'd rather see my mom happy. Would you rather be Calvin or be Hobbes? Calvin's the kid, isn't he? I think I'd be human. And with that very odd question, I think we will finish up. Sorry if I've... oh, Blue Cat says my cat says hi. Hello, cat. And hello, Blue Cat. Sorry if I've missed your question. I've just... you have been trying to sort of mix them up both. If you have any mail you'd like to send, I've left the in the description, the PDO box. And yeah, you guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in and saying hi. I'll talk to you later. Now, I will see if I can not stream it and make a mistake.